Hi, it's Laura, the library lady, coming to you from the Massillon Public Library with our student librarian for the months of July and August 2025. Welcome. Would you tell us your first name?
David.
Hi, David. And how old are you?
7.5.
7.5. Wow. So that means you're going to go into what grade in the fall?
Second.
Second grade. So you're reading a lot of books on your own, and I know you read with your mom. Do you like to read by yourself or together better?
Mostly with my mom, because she's a good reader herself. That's her favorite school subject.
Oh, very good. Well, that's nice. That's a nice thing to do together. So David has a favorite genre, and you want to tell them what your favorite genre is?
Fairy tales and fables.
Yes, and so all of his titles that he's recommending are fairy tales and fables, and we're sitting here in the children's department in the fairy tale area. So there are an awful lot of titles that you gave us that people can come in and check out or look at online. And the first one that I want to talk about is this one. Well, I'm going to talk about this one.
Yeah.
This one, David was noticing, doesn't have any title on it. But what book is it?
The Lion and the Mouse.
The Lion and the Mouse, yeah. And I really like this one. We were looking at it a little bit ago, and it doesn't actually have any words. You have to read the pictures, and it does have some animal sounds in it, so you can...
That's all.
That's all, yeah. You can get the idea of the story from all the sounds. So what have you got there?
Rumpelstiltskin.
And why do you like that one?
Because how funny he is.
He's a pretty silly little guy, isn't he? But he's kind of a trickster.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are a lot of tricksters in fairy tales and fables. Okay, how about this one? Jack
and the Beanstalk.
That's a good one. It has exciting parts in it, right?
Yeah.
Why do you like it?
Because it's a really good fairy tale. Because who can climb a beanstalk?
You're right. All right, how about the next one?
Snow White.
Snow White, that's a good one. Do you like the Disney version?
Yeah.
Do you like other versions as well? Do you know?
I only watched. I didn't watch the new version.
Ah.
Yeah.
You'll have to see that one. Okay. And what's last on your stack there?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty, another classic. Now, I don't have with me today a copy of Frozen, because that's on your list too, but I looked it up, and I don't know if you know this, Frozen is actually from a fairy tale, The Snow Queen, that was written by Hans Christian Andersen in 1844. So,
wow.
For those of you who did not know that, Frozen is from The Snow Queen. Now, I've got some other ones that were your favorites on your list, and this one is has a funny story. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And what do you think about this one?
It's not my favorite, to be honest, because I don't like how people lie a lot, and lying is bad for all those kids out there who love to lie a lot.
Not a good idea, right? Because the Boy Who Cried Wolf kept telling a lie, and then he kind of got in trouble, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, that's kind of what's nice about a fairy tale or a fable, is it has a lesson in it, so there's something to be learned in the end, and hopefully the Boy Who Cried Wolf learned his lesson not to tell lies anymore. All right, the other ones I have over here in my stack are Goldilocks and the Three Bears. What's your favorite part in this one?
How she eats all that porridge in like one sitting.
She kind of hogged it down, didn't she? And then the last one that I brought with me today is
the Gingerbread Man.
And that's a fun one. And there are lots of versions of this. There's also the Runaway Tortilla and some other versions of it. So lots of different versions of the same story. Now, one that's on your list that I don't have a copy of right here in front of me is Stone Soup. Do you remember what that one was about?
No.
That's the one where they don't have any food, and the guy comes to town, and he tricks them. There's that trickster thing again. He tells them he's going to make soup out of a stone. So he gets a stone and he puts it in some water. And well, how's that going to make soup? Well, pretty soon the people start donating some other things like vegetables, and before they know it, he made soup out of a stone, but it wasn't really out of a stone. It was out of all the things that the people thought, we don't have any food here. Well, yes, they did. So that's a good one. Some of the other ones were Cinderella, and we were talking about something really cool. This one and the Ugly Duckling also were illustrated by the same person. So David was noticing really neat drawings in these. And really this whole story is told through the pictures in this one. So why do you like to read?
Because it's good for your brain.
It's good for your brain. Why is it good for your brain?
Because it integrates your right and left brain.
Oh my goodness, it does. It makes both sides of your brain work together. And then what you had written down, and it's been a while since David filled out his application, but you had written down also, so I can learn more and also use my, what?
Imagination.
Imagination, yeah. So that's what we love to hear here at the library is people, wanting to read and expand their brains and use their imaginations. So
Yeah.
Thank you so much, David, for coming in today. Have anything else you want to tell everybody?
I'm making my own book.
Oh, you're making your own book.
Most of it, we're halfway done. All of it's mostly laminated.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really cool thing. I bet your mom's helping you with that.
It's like so I can read my kids. It's like a nice first grade school memory.
Oh, wow. So that's something else that you could give people an idea to do, to write their own memory down and make it into a story. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And I want to thank you for coming into the library today. And I hope to see you soon. And everybody should stop down and see David's display of fairy tales and fables. And maybe you can check some out. Mm-hmm. Thanks, David.
Yeah.
If you're interested in nominating your child to be a student librarian, stop by one of our locations for more information or to sign up. One student librarian is selected every 2 months. As always, thanks for watching.